Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Level Up with Naomi, where we empower and lift each other up. Today's episode is today's episode is something special for me. It's because right now, in the past, I've been having guest speakers. And so this time, let me see, maybe you do have questions for me and it's time for me to answer those questions. Thank you so much for those who are watching live and for those who will be watching the replay. And thank you for those who ask questions. So I do have I can see three questions in YouTube. I have not seen question from Instagram yet, and there are others there's actually at least a couple of questions that was sent to me directly through Messenger. So thank you so much for all those questions. I'll try my very best to answer those. So let me see the questions here. Okay. Okay, I guess the first question I would like to answer for now is so that we can go on to the next ones is who is Naomi? You guys, this is a question I asked my speakers to, right? I used to ask them, I introduced them, and then I used to ask them, who is this speaker? So who is Naomi of Level Up with Naomi? So I am, as if you those for those who haven't watched the launching of this channel, the episode of the launching of this channel, I am a believer of God. So we put God first because I believe God would guide you and all the other things will be in place according to his plan. So I am a wife. So when God created man and woman and you marry, you become one, right? So I am a wife first and a believer of God first, a wife second, and a mom. I love my son. I have one son. He's 7, very smart kid. So, yep. You may have seen him in some of my episodes. He would pop up, right? He also have his own YouTube channel, which is Ben's Kids TV. And then I am a nurse. I am a registered nurse. I've got my bachelor's degree in nursing. I am currently working as um, a manager in a facility. Oh, I'm a nurse manager. And outside my nursing career, me and my husband are entrepreneurs. That's why I have there Naomi Nursepreneur, because we are entrepreneurs. So we are in financial industry. I am a licensed financial professional. We call ourselves financial doctor. So I outside my nursing career, I'm a doctor, right? But in financial services. I am also a health and fitness coach. I used to focus more on that, but I've decided that, being licensed in a financial professional, I would really love using this license. So we're also in real estate. We love real estate. So that is Naomi. So what you see, this is me. So I love people. I love socializing. Um, but yeah. So the next question, can you compare indexing and stock trading? Yes, of course I can. So indexing, let me start with stocks. So because most people are familiar with stocks, right? So we know stocks, stock market. We see them in the news. We see them in our phones. There's like stocks. Let me see actually um, what how's our stock right now. So stocks goes up and down. So if your money is invested in stock market, your money have a risk. You're at risk of losing money, right? because it is invested in stock market, you're at risk of losing money and you are at risk of losing more. You have really great chance of earning a lot when your money is invested in stock market, but you are also at risk of losing more. So how is it compared to indexing? So indexing, your money is not invested. So it is not in stock market. It just follows the index of stocks market. What does it mean? It means that when the stocks go up, your money in your when your money is in indexed account, your money also goes up. But when the stock market goes down, your money also will be losing some. There are several times, especially when pandemic started, there are several times, there's a lot of times that our stock market crashed. And then now with what's going on, there can be, I'm scared, like, there can be World War III, right? Possible. But I hope not. We're praying for that. But when your money when the stocks go down and your money is in an indexed account, your money will not lose anything. In fact, there are accounts there that will still give you 0.25% even though the stock market is down. So how good is that, right? And example, you start here, both this is stocks and this is index. You start at $100,000. When stocks goes up, both will go up, right? Example, by 20%. So it goes up by 20%. So, but when market crash and then your money goes down by 20%, you actually lose the money you gained 20%. Well, people would say, that's okay. That's okay. It will go up. Yes, true. It will. It will really go up. I agree with you. But then the when you lose 20% and the money and your and the market goes up by 25%, what are you doing? What is your money doing? You're just catching up. You are just regaining what you have lost and missing on gaining more. The index, it will gain the 25% again. If the account have a cap, that's okay. It will gain more than what you were trying to catch up. So that's the beauty of indexing. Your money is not invested there. So you are not at risk of losing money. We work so hard for our money. I don't want to lose any single cent. I ask my clients, how much money are you willing to lose? Of course, their answer is none. 0 cent. They are not willing to lose any cent from their hard earned money. They wanted to protect that. So, my question for you, are you willing to lose a single cent from your hard earned money? So, I guess I hope that answers the question, indexing and stock trading, right? So I'm not saying investing in stock market um, is not good because people can earn money on this. It's just you have to watch it very carefully, right? And indexing, you don't have to because you're not at risk of losing money. So, other question is, what is an IUL and what is it for me? Thank you so much. By the way, thank you, RJ and Jess. And Cecil, thank you so much for that question. What is an IUL and what is it for me? S- So, I've just discussed indexing. IUL stands for Index Universal Life. So, it is actually a form of life insurance. Just a note, I am licensed to discuss this with you guys. So it is Index Universal Life. It is a form of life insurance that you're not losing money since it's index, right? I've already discussed what index means. So we do have, there's a lot of companies out there that offers IUL. And the beauty of it, as I've said, you're not losing any money. When the market goes down, it doesn't lose any single cent. And as I mentioned earlier, there is at least a company I know that offers 0.25% gain, even if the stocks are on the negative side. That is the beauty of it. So as I've said, it is a form of life insurance. And do you know that according to IRS 7702, the cash value you're going to earn in a life insurance is non-taxable, right? So it is tax-free. So I work so hard for that money. I don't want to pay a lot of tax. That is my money. IRS approves that they are not going to tax that as long as it's within the guidelines, right? So there's a guideline still. You should not be overpaying. Do you know, guys, that that IUL is being used by rich people even years ago? Sometimes when we nowadays we look at internet, we look at Google, and we see stories that, of course, whoever, if the person who wrote that story is not agreeable with IUL, it will say something negative about IUL. If that person writes something about a good about IUL, of course, something agree on IUL. Somebody who agrees on IUL will write something positive about IUL. Not everything in the internet is good. So I advise for you to talk to people like us who are licensed to discuss and trained, licensed and trained to discuss this with you and help you uh, allocate your money. You know, you can reach me. I can actually give you this. So I will also add that in my description. You can reach me. We can have a one-on-one session for free. I don't charge anything. That's not what our company is for education and for consultation. There's no charge. It's free of charge. So some people would say IUL is too good to be true, right? Or and like they were like, how can a company offering IUL make money? When guys. So as I've said, thank you, Tirsa, for watching. Thank you. Hi. So as I've said, IUL IRS 7702. Look it up. Look it up. But help if you need somebody to understand it. Don't be afraid to ask. You can ask me. You can reach me and anytime. For those who are in my Facebook group as well, or even in YouTube or Instagram, you can ask questions. Anyway, so it is tax free. The cash value you accumulate is tax free, and then you don't have to lose any uh, penny when the market crashes. So, going back to the question earlier about stocks, so the money, so the sorry about that. It happens when you're live. So the money you earn with stocks is of course taxable. It is taxable, but IUL, since it's a life insurance, it is not taxable. You may ask me, how can you know? Have you tried that? Yes. As a matter of fact, back years back, we went home to the Philippines, and you know where we get our money? From our cash value, from our life insurance. We enjoyed our vacation, and you know the good thing is you can use it from anywhere. You can use it to check off your bucket list. You can use it for your vacation. You can use it for medical expenses. You can use it for tuition fees for schools. You can use it anywhere you want it, and tax free. I have not paid any tax when I took that money. Me and my husband took that money from our life insurance. It is tax free. And do you know, since it's a life insurance, if you also have, example, your cash value is like 300,000, but you were insured for 1 million. So you actually have $1.3 million, $1 million, while if you are in stocks, um, you will be you will have you have gained. Example, you've also gained $300,000, right? So you only have $300,000. I'm sorry, but I will have 1.3, right? So I guess there's another question that I would like to answer. Okay, so how do you answer clients who say that sounds too good to be true? You know, when we work with clients, when it's too good to be true, again, guys, as mentioned earlier, we are licensed to do this with you, to work with you on this. So we are highly regulated. So we are highly regulated. You can ask us to show our licenses so we can discuss it with you. We also give you we also help you with financial analysis. We also give you a possible earning of we call it the quote, a possible earning of your money according to the historical, like say for the past 20 years. That's how money works in an IUL product, right? And stocks, IUL product. So that's what we do. We do have a lot of people also that have already worked on it, and I'm a living proof, that have earned money from it and have used it, and we have not paid taxes. And also, ah, sorry, I'm grumpy. How do you? So people say that it is too good to be true, but have you tried it? So we do have other products out there that we know for years, like um, and we these are the only ones. Like when we go to work, we are introduced to 401k. It was not actually explained to us, right? It wasn't explained that 401ks are actually invested in the stock market. It wasn't explained that we are paying fees when we are on 401k. It wasn't explained that we are actually paying 13 kinds of fees when we are investing our money with 401k. It wasn't explained to us that when we get the money before 59 and one half, you will actually be paying penalty aside from the taxes. And if you get your money when it's time, after 59 and a half years old, you will still be taxed. It was not explained that you will be losing money. During that time, like 2008, 2020, there were several people that I am really sad. I've encountered some people that I wanted to help. Um, they were not able to retire. They were not able to retire because their 401k money will not be enough, right? If you have, if your money 20 years ago your cash value in index universal life is like 100,000, and your cash value from 401k is also 100,000. 20 years, in 20 years you don't know if you still have that 100,000, and you will still be paying. It might have earned something. It may be like $160,000 already, but you will still be paying taxes, and you will be paying, because it is being taxed, right? You may end up just having $80,000, and it will not be enough for you to retire. But if you're with IUL, you can actually earn more. Maybe it was 100,000, and then if it's a life insurance and you're insured for 1 million, you actually have 1.3 million, right? So sometimes that's the logic that people, we have to explain. That is why we are here. We are here to help you guys on understanding this. Again, this episode may not be enough in explaining, and I am willing to work with you on this. And you can always schedule an appointment with me in that website that's scrolling in there. So, um, yeah. And if you need people, there are people who are, they wanted a living proof. If I am not enough, there are other people that, we can show you to be a proof on that. So, um we are here to educate and to help you understand, because these are not taught in schools. These are not taught in at work, because of course, they want us to pay more. So I am not willing to lose a lot of my hard-earned money. That's what it is, and I know you are too. So the other question I have that was sent to me was, what are common misconceptions people have? How can we? Okay. Oh, I guess I've mentioned some of the misconceptions, right? But the other misconception, so I guess misconception on IUL that people have. So the other misconception that people think about IUL, is that it is expensive. So, but do you know that most part of the money uh, you are giving in your IUL is your savings? I know it is a life insurance, but the cost of insurance is not is usually lower than your savings. So you will be earning more. Do you know that the life insurance policies we have in, through our work, is like an annual renewable life insurance, right? So while you're there at work, you have it. When you lose your job or you leave your job, you don't have it anymore. The cost of insurance is like that with IUL as well. And so the remainder of that will be your savings and will be earning cash value. So you'll be earning cash value on it. So is it expensive? No, right? So I would rather have a savings in an account that will be earning cash value and will not be at risk of losing any single penny. And I would need to pay tax when I'm ready to have it, right? Because the money you're putting in your IUL is already taxed. It is better to tax when it is small, when the amount is small, or tax or get the tax when your money have already grown. Like as I've mentioned earlier, an example is the 401k. You're not paying tax while you're investing in your 401k, right? But it doesn't mean you're not going to pay tax. You will be taxed at the end when your money is already big. So you're paying more taxes. That's why you don't have, usually you have about 40% of that money, maybe. So if you already have like $400,000 in there, don't think that you have $400,000, because you don't. So that is the question. Do I have any more questions, you guys? Oh, I do have another question. Something. Okay. The question is, thank you for that question. In one of your previous episodes, living benefits are mentioned. Can you tell us about it? Can you tell us more about it? Living benefits. Guys, I am an advocate of living benefit. What is living benefits? So, living benefits is money you don't have to die to use. What? What is that? I'm like, okay, I have money that I don't need to die. I'm saving up money in the bank that I don't need to die to spend it, right? But the living benefits I wanted to that I am advocating, and I wanted to let you guys know is, um, in a life insurance, an upgrade of a life insurance that you don't have to die to use. Traditional life insurance, life insurance that we all know growing up, right, is you have to die. You have to die so that your beneficiary, your family, will have that money. But what if you have a stroke and you cannot go to work? You are the breadwinner. You are the breadwinner and you can't go to work. Monies, you don't have an income. Even if you are an entrepreneur and you cannot run your business, the bills won't stop coming, right? You have to pay your mortgage, you have to pay your car, you have to pay for your uh, kids' school, you have to pay for your own medical insurance, medical expenses. You get stroke, you get hospital bills, you got expenses that is beyond hospitalization, right? You may be needing rehab, you may be needing more more medications after that, maintenance. So would you rather wish that you have died so that there is some money available for you to pay for all your bills, and so that your family will not be staying on the streets with signs, right? With signs on asking for money because you had a stroke and you're the breadwinner. So, this life insurance, will you'll be able to get, example, you were insured for $1 million. You can access 90 to 100, up to 90%. There's a company that even give you 100% of your death benefit. People will say, you're so morbid, you're talking about death. Guys, everyone will die. I'm sorry to break that news. We don't know how can will it be later. Every minute, anywhere in the world, there's somebody who passed away sadly, right? Sadly, unexpectedly. So we would rather prepare for that. So the living benefits embedded in life insurance is you are able to get this money. I said accelerate. In layman's term, you are able to have access to this money. You're able to receive this money when you get sick. There are companies who give you 10, who covers 10 living benefits. There are companies who covers 16 living benefits. So what you know, whatever would be suitable for you, that we can offer. Ask people. You can ask me. This is Ask Naomi. You can ask me. Ask your friends who's doing this. So living benefits is something that you can access when you get sick, when you need the money most, right? So another question may be like, so how about my family? If I already access this life insurance, and then so when I pass away, that there will be nothing for my family. You can accelerate only 50% of that, so that there will still be some in your life insurance account. There's a lot of ways to work on this. So yeah, ask questions and work with your financial doctors. So um also, okay, let me see, do I have any other questions? Oh, there's no other question. Let me check again if there are other questions. Yeah, so there's money you don't have. Do you there are accounts out there available for you. And it doesn't need to be an IUL, though I advocate IUL a lot. But there are term insurances as well that would have living benefits. Yes. So connect with me and level up with Naomi, that, or schedule a session with me. I can help you on that. Um, Let me see. What are the other questions we got? Oh, I don't think there's other questions. Tirsa, again, thank you for watching. Thank you for those who are watching live with me. Do you have any other questions, Tirs? Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for always being supportive with me. So I guess this episode focused more on the financial aspects, right? So I again thank you for the questions that you've given me. I may be doing another episode similar to this. You can ask questions. You can always go back to the launching to the previous episodes and see what are possible questions you can ask. But again, um, America most especially, there are products out there available for you. We are here to help you educate. Me, Tirsa, thank you. Our team is available to help you plan and protect your hard-earned money. As I've said, I don't want to lose any single cent of that hard-earned money. So I am not willing to risk at all because it is for me and my family. So thank you so much everyone for watching. As I've said, in the future we will have more Q&A. I'll be announcing it earlier so that we will have more time to have more questions in the chat. And thank you so much for those who did ask questions. Dear Cecil, thank you so much. And thank you for those who are watching. God bless everyone. Bye.